How much have you traveled within your own country? I once took a job on a steamboat because I wanted to see more of America. I have a drawing of that steamboat. For several months, I lived and worked on this steamboat. I traveled along the Mississippi and Ohio rivers. I got to see states I had never seen before. I traveled as far south as Louisiana, and I traveled as far north as Kentucky and Ohio. Now, one of my viewers asked me to share with you the correct pronunciation of all 50 states and their capitals. It's an interesting request, and I think we'll have a useful lesson, because by sharing the correct pronunciation of all 50 states and their capitals, we can talk about the importance of word stress. So what do we mean by word stress? It means we're going to stress part of the word. And to do that, we need to do 3 basic things. We're going to make the stressed part louder, longer, and at a higher pitch. For example, let's take the word steamboat. The first part of the word is the stressed part. So when we say steamboat, I want the first part to be loud and the second part to be softer. Let's try that. Steamboat. Now, we also need to make that first part longer, and then the second part will be shorter. Let's try that. Steamboat. Okay. Now, when you say the word, I want you to think about making the first part at a higher pitch. So our voice will be higher at the beginning and lower in the second part. Steamboat. Now let's put it all together, making the first part of the word louder, longer, and at a higher pitch. Steamboat. Steamboat. Get it?
Note, we stress vowel sounds, not consonant sounds. That means in word stress, we make a vowel sound louder, longer, and at a higher pitch. Now let's practice what we've learned so far. Exercise 1. Listen and repeat. Be sure to make the stressed syllable louder, longer, and at a higher pitch. Steamboat. Now let's put the word in a sentence. Repeat after me. Jennifer worked on a steamboat. Beautiful. Let's put that word in a sentence. Repeat after me. The steamboat was beautiful. Uniform. Let's put the word in a sentence and repeat after me. Jennifer wore a uniform. Station. We'll put that word in a sentence. Repeat after me. Jennifer worked at the purser's station. Scenery. Let's try that word in a sentence. Repeat after me. There was interesting scenery along the river. Cabins. We'll try that word in a sentence. Repeat after me. The cabins were very small. Excursion. Let's put that word in a sentence and repeat after me. Jennifer went on an excursion to a horse farm.
So why is word stress so important? Well, because if you put the stress on the wrong part of the word, you can be misunderstood. For example, if you tell any American that you have friends in Topeka, Kansas, they're going to look at you and ask, what country is that in? What continent is that on? But if you move the stress to the correct place and try again, tell the Americans that you have friends in Topeka, Kansas, now they'll understand. There is a state in the Midwest called Kansas, and the capital is Topeka. So you see that word stress can make the difference between being understood and not being understood. So here we have the name of the capital and the state, Topeka, Kansas. And I have the phonetic transcriptions of the correct and incorrect pronunciation. Phonetic transcriptions are the kinds of symbols you find in dictionaries. When we use phonetic transcriptions, word stress is shown by these marks, here and here. So you can see that we stress the middle part of the word, Topeka, and here the first part, Kansas. It's important to know where to place that stress because if it's moved to the incorrect place, other vowel sounds change. For example, instead of t, you get toe. Instead of can, you might get kin or ken. So we do not say Topeka, Kansas. The correct pronunciation is Topeka, Kansas. Get it?
Exercise 2. Listen to the dialogue. You will first hear the missing word pronounced with incorrect word stress. Listen closely as the word stress is corrected by the second speaker. It will then be your turn to practice saying the correct pronunciation of the highlighted word. Let's try an example.
Do you have a passport?
Oh, do you mean a passport?
Yeah, passport.
Your turn. Say the word passport. Now try the question. Do you have a passport? Number 1.
I forgot my camera.
Oh, you mean your camera?
Oh yeah, my camera.
Your turn. Say the word camera. Now try the sentence. I forgot my camera. Two.
What country are you from?
Are you asking what country I'm from?
Yes, what country you're from.
Your turn. Say the word country. Now try the question. What country are you from? 3.
Show the man your ticket.
My ticket?
Yes, your ticket.
Your turn. Say the word ticket. Now try the sentence. Show the man your ticket. 4.
There are many tourists here.
Are you talking about the tourists?
Yes, the tourists.
Your turn. Say the word tourists. Now try the sentence. There are many tourists here.
Now, how do you know where to put the stress? There's 2 ways. By looking in the dictionary and looking at the phonetic transcriptions, and they'll show you which syllable is stressed, or by listening. How are people using the word? And as you listen, you will then learn how to use the word correctly yourself.